Everyone, welcome to my channel. For the past month I've been traveling around the US in my Honda Element. I was on the East Coast for the past month. I'm about to go to Southwest, Arizona, Utah, Texas area. So I did a little update on my car and I'll show you guys the update, how my build is, and how I store most of my stuff in the car. Like and subscribe and let's get to it. Alright, so this is the frame without the top pieces. Essentially pretty simple, mostly just 2x4s, kind of in an H shape. And it's not attached to anything to the frame in the car, it just fits snugly. We'll go to the front in a second. And you can see down here, still not attached. Just kind of annoying to get the frame straight. And I left the tire space open, and then I have the slide out table right here for support for when I flop down the front of the bed. So I'm going to start with the basic layout of the frame. I essentially attached two hinges over there, so this back part folds up. So what I can do is I keep my storage under here, right here, and this bottom part actually comes up. So what I keep under there is usually my tools, emergency things, the tire pump, and then on top right here is where I actually store my food. And then I have my spice rack right there, and I'll usually hold some random things in between the slots. And you can see right there I mounted jack box, power box essentially. And what I did is I ran a cord, then luckily the Honda Element has this outlet right here, so when I'm driving and it needs to be charged I just plug it in. So some quick notes though, I didn't actually mount this to anything. All I did was, see, I just attached a wood piece right there and just drilled it. There's another one in the corner, and then this right here. And it just fits snugly, so really all I have to do is just pop it out. So there is no attachment. I don't have any problems with it moving. Really quite solid. And this piece is also quite nice. All it is, you just pop it out. Gonna have to go sideways though. So if I ever need to get my spare tire out, it's just two long pieces and three straight, and it just fits under that. That's more of a border. My food kept sliding forward, so I put it there. So this is it folded down, and I usually just hook this up. There's some string hung so it latches on easily, and then I have this slide out table. I used the ball hinges. I originally didn't, and the table just flopped out a ton, so that was an adjustment I made. A lot better. Cook on here. I'll keep the food down there while I cook. No problem so far. This is towards the front, so you can see I have the other hinge. And down here I have a fold-out table. So what happens is with the seats all the way forward, that folds down, and I put the bed there, and I'll show you all that. Down here though, I have my clothes storage, so clothes go right here. And then usually I keep my backpacks under there, so I have a day bag and a computer backpack. And I have extra side storage, usually keep my shoes right here. I'm not going to take out the mattress because it's kind of a pain in the butt since I glued it. But to show you how the frame essentially is, this is the only piece that's screwed down to the frame. And then this has a hinge right here, and it's just loose. That's why I have the support under there. And then under here is another one. So only this little piece is screwed down, and then you have the two hinges. And now we'll turn it into bed mode. So slide the seat all the way forward, all the way up. Same with the passenger one on the other side. And as the slide out table, just unhinge the bungee cord. This will flop down. There you go. And you just put your mattress right here. And there it is. Now I'm about 5'7", but this works pretty well for me. So I usually keep my pillow up against the window. Then I lay down in here. Got enough room. And then I usually have my feet in between the seats right there. Or I just scoot up a little closer or sleep diagonal. For the curtain, I usually keep it in the back pouch of the driver's seat. And you can see I have two clips that I just poked holes through the curtain. I just found a little tapestry on Amazon. Make it something fun. And I essentially just clip them onto the driver's side handle and the passenger side handle. and kind of flop it over the seat. And if you look around the car, you really cannot see in, maybe little because it's daylight right now, and I didn't do a very good job of covering the seats, but at nighttime you cannot peek in. I've circled around many times. I wasn't comfortable at first, but now I'm very confident no one can peek in, even with the flash. So down here I have the power box mounted, and what I did, I cut a slit in the mattress so it's I can just stick my hand down there and turn it on and off. And then I have the lights, and I just mounted that right there. Actually, on the lowest red, I still have enough light for nighttime, and no one can see in on the outside, I figured out. So these are all my emergency tools, and I have a tire pump. You just plug it into the car, quite handy. Some emergency flares. I have a tire puncture kit and some tire slime. You just fill it in your tire, and if there's a small hole, it'll seal it up. Works great on bike tires. Also have my large ratchet set. As seen here, breaker bar, smaller ratchet set with some bits. Then I keep this small little ratchet, quite handy. Hammer, some screwdrivers, little magnet, vice grips, scissors, zip ties. And then I have my first aid kit and some jumper cables. Looks like a lot, but it really packs up quite small. So this is usually how I store my food. I have 2 totes. First tote's usually just snacks. Peanut butter, usually I have bananas, some bread for peanut butter banana sandwiches, some honey, oatmeal, quick things. Usually I have some tuna packets with crackers and some Cliff Bars. And that'll usually just be snacking in between. Breakfast will usually be peanut butter banana sandwich with some oatmeal. And then this is my dinner slash lunch box. I'll eat one meal out, and then the other meal I'll eat from this. So just some pot holders. I have my cooking pots. I have a cooktop stove. And then here's the actual stove. It's a camping one, quite small, but works well for me. I usually have soups, like protein pancakes, lentils, rice packets, and yeah, I keep it pretty simple because I eat out once a day, and I don't mind eating the same thing every day. I also have a separate pan and another smaller cooktop for when I go backpacking. And this is all my camping gear. I usually don't keep too much because I'm in the car, but it's fine. I have my tri-fold camping chair. Then I have another small camping chair, my tent, slack line for if I just want to chill and park in the city, little hammock for chill time, little pillow. Then I have water filters for longer day hikes if I can't bring all of it. Little saw, kind of crappy, but it's fine. I have my pocket shower. You just hang it up, and I dropped it, but you just hang it up on a tree and it lasts a little while. Then I have a knife sharpener and some rope. And then fun things I have, keep it simple, Frisbee, deck of cards, Connect 4, penny board, and 2 books. A side note, I usually keep my pocket knife, and I also have a Zippo right here, and then toiletries in the driver's side door. The passenger side door, I usually keep more toiletries, fuel for my Zippo, and then I have some fabric refreshener in there. It keeps the car smelling pretty good. I just give it a couple spurts when I leave, and it smells better. I also have an essential oil diffuser that essentially plugs in right here. It's quite nice, sits in your cup holder. Highly recommended for $15. Also don't have it here right now, but I usually just keep a 2-gallon water jug right behind the passenger seat. And of course we can't forget my lucky cat, Greg. And now I'll pack everything away. Usually gotta shuffle it around a little, but everything fits quite nicely on top of the spare tire. Books under here, and shoes in the other corner, and then the day hiking backpack underneath. And as I said, the clothes are usually here in the same totes as those, but I'm not leaving till a week, so I'm not packing them up.